Hi guys, here are the top courses with the highest employment prospects in the UK. Video is a continuation of the last one where I said like this, where I mentioned a list of courses that are not so all that in the UK. So if you're looking to come to the UK and you're probably thinking which course should I study, what should I study, just so that when I come and or after school I can get a good job, then you might want to sit tight and listen to the end. Don't worry, this video wouldn't be too long. We'll just go straight to the point. But the most important thing is these courses are rated top among like many researchers. Okay, so a couple of things to note, like in the last video where I said some courses I did not really believe, like when they say, oh, this course I don't really believe like that, you get, but because you will find some of those courses in this list I'm about to mention and you'll be asking yourself, I thought you said this course the employment rate is low, so why are you mentioning it in the top courses? Again, the result of every research depends on the researcher. Okay, so most of these facts are fluid. They are sometimes static in some researches, and of course what's the opposite of static? Flexible in others. Okay, so if you see one course in either of the two rankings, just know that life happens. Okay, so what are the top courses with the highest employment prospects in the UK? Yes, that's what this video is about. Like I said, I'm not beating about the bush. I have my sambodo here because I'll be reading from this book. Okay, on number 11, guess what, guys? On number 11 is computer science. Like I said, computer science was in the last list, but it's for obvious reasons. So if you study computer science, you know that AI is doing a lot. Like AI is already taking out like half of computer science graduates, because I mean, why do I have to hire a human to do this when an AI can do it? But then people who already have a hang of AI, people who know how to use AI to leverage their jobs, are still in jobs, they're still in employment. Okay, and for a country like the UK where nearly everything is automated, from the buses you enter to the train timings, every single thing is automated. Is it from the universities? Every single thing, your assignments, you get them online, you submit online, you do nearly everything online. So people who study computer science or have like a hang of data analysis, name it, any sort of computer science, and know their worth, they are still in jobs. So yes, computer science is relevant. In as much as AI is taking most of the jobs, computer science is very much relevant. That's number 11. And on number 10, we have business and management. Like I said, I also mentioned business related courses in the last video, but for obvious reasons, there are a lot of businesses in the UK, and you don't have to work as a business manager, or you don't have to work as a, you don't have to like have a managerial role to get a job as a business, in a, a business graduate, you get. So okay, by the way, the employment rate for computer science according to this list I have here is 76.3%, while for business and management is 90%, which is a bit high. Now they're saying that there are a lot of things you can do in business and management. You can become a business analyst, you can become a market management consultant. There are so many aspects of business you can specialize in. So it's one thing to do a course, and it's another thing to specialize in a niched aspect. So most people who get good jobs or high paying jobs just find a small aspect of that wide course and then just specialize in it. That's what now gives them the actual money or the job. That's at number 10. So at number 9, we have economics. Okay, we have economics, and there are different aspects of economics. I don't know why this is 89%, but I think I mixed the numbers, but you get my point. Okay, so number 9, we have economics. They say there are a lot of things you can do under as an economic: financial analyst, market research analyst, policy analyst. Like the world like revolves around economics. If we are like, to be fair, every single country needs economics, whether like at a business level, policy level, regardless of the level, we just need it, because the world, not when I say the country, when I say not only the UK, like the world is going through economic turmoil now. There is inflation, there is recession in most parts of the world. Economics are needed. Like I mentioned, like see as for financial analyst, if you like, I remember there is this lady on YouTube and on social media that talks about basically just investment. Like she calls herself an investment banker, you get. So there are many aspects of economics you can focus on. It doesn't have to be like general economics. Okay, so they are saying according to this list that economics is a good course, but like I said, find a niche that is high demand and specialize in that niche, and trust me, you're going to land a job. You're not going to be job hunting like us. Like us are studying public relations. Okay, so that's it for economics. Next is on number 8, which is biological sciences, coming at 89.2%. Now, under biological sciences, there are a couple of course suggestions which are in high demand that this particular site lists. It says biotechnologies, it says pharmacologies, and lab tech. So, biological sciences is also like one of the in-demand courses because, I mean, laboratories have to exist. As long as humans exist, laboratories, researchers have to exist. Like, those people are the lifeline of our existence. Oyibo. Okay, so biological sciences is at number 8 with a percentage of 89.2%. Are you still thinking of the course to study? Ngwanu, consider that one. On number 7, we have law. In the last list, I also mentioned law, and even me, I was shocked. Like, law, for me, I feel like law is top rated. Reason is that anybody can get into trouble in this country. Like, the slightest thing, you can get into trouble, and of course you need a lawyer. See, in Nigeria, if you get into trouble, lawyers are really optional. The only times like people actually hire lawyers now, when the thing don't dey serious, you don't hook them here. But the truth is, in Nigeria, there's how, like, it's just a little issue, you go call your guys to go mend. But maybe if somebody kinds of maybe somebody assaults you, maybe as a lady, a guy meets you and he slaps you, you don't need to really call a lawyer like that. You get, in Nigeria, you just call some guys to go and help you mend the person, and life will just go on. You get, life will just go. But here, everything has to like follow due process. Any small little problem you enter, you don't go lawyer. Immigration problem, you don't call immigration lawyer. This one happened, traffic offense, lawyer. Anything, lawyer. So here, lawyers are cashing out with any slight, when I mean slightest. Do you want to, next question the police will ask, do you want to press charges? You say yes, lawyer. You get, so I feel like in Nigeria, lawyers are going through a lot in Nigeria. I'll not even lie. I can't even say I know a single lawyer that is currently a lawyer practicing and living a good life. I can't remember, except like the top guys, the guys who are lawyers for politicians. That the people, those are the lawyers actually making money in Nigeria. I'm sorry to say that, but yeah. But here, you can be an injury lawyer, you can be an immigration lawyer, you can be an occupational lawyer, anything kind of lawyer. Even the guys who specialize in if an animal bites you, that's still other injury lawyer. But yeah, you get my point. Okay, so law comes at number 7, 89.9%. You can be LLB, you can be LLM. Okay, so yes, law is top there. And on number 6 is architecture at 90%. I mean, architects, like for a developed country like the UK, where developments are like crucial or necessary, you get, so architects are quite, if you come to a city like Leeds, they're always constructing buildings, like student hostels, student accommodations, like they renovate these places like every 2 years, every 3 years. They get architects to redesign. Is it architect or architect? Architects to design, redesign, plan, all of those things. So yes, these guys are still very relevant, and they are at number 6. You guys, the first 2 or first 3 on this list is not a shock. In fact, you may already have guessed, okay? But yes, let's continue. On number 5, we have education. You guys, let me calm down and say this one. On number 5 is education at 94.4%. See, if you don't have brain for all this top engineering or computer side, well, education is not, let me not say if you don't have brain, because education is not also a walk in the park. But you see, education for a country like the UK, yes. For a country like the UK, YES in capital letters. I said in the last video that when I came to the UK, after like a few weeks or a few months, and I told myself, like, while I was working as a teaching assistant, I told myself that, Dochi, let's say you make mistake, if you don't study public, if you study education, because see, PGCE, a full degree or a master's in education, like you have an education degree in the UK, yes, so yes, like mad. Is it SCN, whether as SCN, whether as mental health, whether as even occupational therapy in schools, anything pertaining to schools education, especially STEM, emphasis on what? STEM. See, I think the UK has stopped like the scholarship for PGCs on STEM, physics, maths, chemistry. I think they are, I'm not so sure, but I'll confirm. Probably if I confirm, I'll add to this video whether they've stopped it or not. But there's currently a scholarship, or there was a scholarship for STEM. That's how bad they wanted it from around the world. Come and study physics, come and study maths, come and study chemistry. The UK government will fund it. They'll fund it, they'll pay you stipends until you are done. That's how much they needed teachers for secondary schools, yes. So if you're in STEM, you're currently a biology teacher in Nigeria, you're currently a chemistry teacher or a maths teacher, and you want to come here to study public health, abort mission. You want to come here to study just any course, abort mission and go to education. Like, this is no joke. Yes, while there are people still job hunting, of course, when you say come to this department or come to this, study this course, it doesn't mean that everybody that studied the course already have jobs, but then your chances are higher. There's a difference between you have a 90% chance of landing a job and you have a 20% chance of landing a job. The person who has a 90% chance of landing a job can land a job in 2 months or in 3 months, but the person who has a 20% chance of landing a job, it go take, you get. So education is very important. Look for an aspect, whether it's early years education, childhood education, mental health, SEN, how to teach special needs children. There is just a lot you can do in education. It doesn't even have to be STEM, you get. So this education is important. I'm just passionate talking about it because maybe if we were to rewind or turn back, well, like I said, I like my course. I really like my course. But if another opportunity comes to further a degree or get another degree, education is that degree. Okay, so if you're yet to come, you're still deciding on the courses, hold education tight. Take me for my word, like take me for like, I'm not kidding. That's why I said I wanted to dwell very much on education. So let's move forward. Okay, that's number 5, education. On number 4, we have allied medicine, 95.5%, where we have dietitian, nutrition. I'm not really on that. Well, maybe I use the Nigerian mentality, but on this list it suggests some courses like dietitians, dietetics, nutritionists, physiotherapists, occupational therapists, and all of that. Me, I want to add things like radiography, radiography, and you get. So I like medicine because, of course, courses like nurses and doctors cannot like do the job alone. They need like these other allied guys, like the radiotherapists, the guys who do the ECG, the guys who do the EEG, the guys who do the scan, all of those things. They need all of those guys to function. So here you have allied medicine taking a huge chunk of 95.3%. I should also add pharmacy under allied medicine. Pharmacy, all these like core medicine, like it's just like medicine is the foundation or the root, and then these guys, the radiotherapists, the pharmacists, they are the branches, you get. So all these core aspects of medicine, very important courses. Don't joke with them. Okay, so if you already studied something like any of these courses in Nigeria, maybe you want to consider doing a master's in these courses, because I mean, why not? Okay, that's on number 3. I'll be number 4, yes. And on number 3 we have nursing and midwifery, 92.3%. Okay, this is supposed to be on number 4, but anyways, you get my point. Okay, I'm not good with numbers, that's why I just keep mixing them up. Okay, so nursing and midwifery is on number 3. Obviously, they'll tell you that if you want to get a job now, like today, go and study nursing. Like, there's no 2 ways about it. There's no explanation, you get. But I feel like a lot more people, it was 30-40 years ago that they would say, oh, people are doing it for the passion, you're doing the job nobody's doing any job now for the passion. If there's money there and you can do the job, go there, go and study the course and go and do it. Okay, so it's before that you say, oh, nursing is for people who are passionate. It's a lie. Not lie. Especially in the UK, especially people who are relocating to the US, to the UK, to Canada to study. I say not lie. Udochi, na me talk am. Okay, it's no longer for the passion. People just want to be comfortable. People just want to earn good money. People just want to have a good life and not spend like half of their youthful years job hunting. You guys, job hunting is no joke. So if somebody tells you do this course so that you wouldn't job hunt for long, go and do it. Well, for you if you want. Anyways, on number 2, you guys, this course I'm about to mention, I feel like it should be number 1, but let's leave it at number 2 because that's what the statistics say. Veterinary science at 95.9%. See, nearly every house in the UK has a pet. Nearly every house, a pet is the average. For instance, outside my house, my next door neighbor has 2 dogs. 2 dogs. These dogs will feed, these dogs will take medications, these dogs will wear clothes, these dogs will have accessories, these dogs need to survive. Not just survive, these dogs need to have a good life. And one of the specialists that gives them that good life is a veterinary doctor that gives them injection, make sure they are healthy so that they don't infect or that. Basically, nearly every household in this country has a pet. How many pets are in this country? Some people have 2. Like I said, my next door neighbor has 2 dogs. Some other people have 3. Some have dogs. They have cats. They have every other pet. You see, veterinary medicine in this country is a gold mine. I don't know how to say it, but it's a gold mine. You get, so it's so good that some malls, when you go to a place like Aldi, Asda, Sainsbury, a full aisle like this is for pet, like pet stuff, their food, their clothes, their sayere, their bed, their toys. A full aisle, like from the beginning to the end. Pets. You guys, veterinary doctors in Nigeria are going through a lot. Let me speak for them. I know that they cannot come out to say, but let me speak for them. Because somebody will just go and buy a cookie dog. For money like this, you don't open dog at the cage, or yeah, go outside. That dog will be feeding on the floor, feeding, just eating anything. It's just recently that most people in Nigeria say, taking care of their pets, trying to, add some stylish serere, effigy for their dogs. But like the environment where I grow in, I lie you, a cookie we eat outside. Some they chop shit. Some will shit and now eat the shit. I say veterinary doctors are going through a lot. People know they can't. Like I said, it's just recently most people started doing a physical for their dogs, trimming their dog hair, grooming their dogs. They really pity them. Because growing up, I used to wonder, like, when we had a dog and my dog's doctor, I remember his name, Chidi, Dr. Chidi. Why do they call them doctor? But they're doctors. Oh, joy. So Dr. Chidi will come to us like once in a while. And I ask myself, like, how many customers does Dr. Chidi need to have to survive? Like, because I knew that the dogs around me, most of the dogs around us then, which one be hospital, which one be say doctor, they can't see them, you get. So if you're a veterinary doctor in Nigeria, your market is here. It's not just even in the UK. Like, I think most developed countries, it's not just in the UK. Market day, you get. So veterinary medicine, and of course, number one, the obonge, the mother, and their fathers, medicine and dentistry. Every human being needs a doctor. Every human being has a teeth. Medicine and dentistry at 99.4%. Like, these guys, doctors are really so lucky, because I mean, even if you don't get a full-time job, if you don't get a full-time job in the UK as a doctor, you can get locum shifts, you can get bank shift. There are people who survive basically on bank shift until they get a full-time role. Who won't give you bank shift as somebody that studied public relations? Go down there, go. Who won't give you bank shifts? Unless in a care. Who won't give you bank? But as a doctor, while you're waiting for your full-time job, you can do bank shift, you can do locum, you can. It's hard. They say 99 point. Do you know what 99.4%? That's the remaining 0.6% are still doing bank shift, or maybe they just don't want to work, or maybe they say I should tell people that medicine and dentistry is top on the list of courses that when you study in the UK, you don't need to have the highest job prospects. They get jobs easily. They know they to find work. Now government they rush them. Ironically, most people in the NHS are immigrants. Like, but the doctors, the nurses, they're immigrants. So you that's coming, no fear, no worry. Maybe you see a lot of your colleagues. You go see persons away from your village. Now still hustle of na come, okay. So like I said, if you're coming to the UK, it's important to know like a couple of courses, or the courses that increases your chances of landing a job. But I'll always say, do something you are passionate about. Like, even if the course you are passionate about is not on this list, see, you only live once. You only live what? Once. Do that thing you're happy about, and don't listen to people. Like, it's okay to be unemployed as long as you are passionate. Your passion will feed you. Your passion will pay your rent eventually. Maybe not now, but in the future, okay? So do what makes you happy, and don't mind people like us telling you that course is not okay. So anyways, yes, that's what I brought a continuation of the last. So if you've not seen the last video where I made a list of courses that are not all that like that, you get. So you can also check that, and of course watch this one until the end, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for sticking with me. If not, it's been a while. I think the last time I posted the video was more than 1 week ago, but yeah, you're here now. Thank you so much. Please like this video, please leave a comment, and of course subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.